Hey, brothers and sisters, I want to give y'all some encouragement today to, yes, be comfortable in one regard, but then in another regard, don't be comfortable. To put it in a simple aspect, when you're riding a bicycle down a hill, what does that imply? It implies that you probably had rode the bike up the hill, right? When you're coming down from a mountain, what does that imply? That you went up a mountain. So, whenever we're coming down a mountain or a hill or however you want to look at it, when you're on the descend, do not forget the work that's about to be coming up in regards to what even brought you on that mountain. You see what I'm saying? So like the scripture, to put it in the simplest way, going straight to the word, is be ready in season and out of season. See, you can be out of season grinding, and then your time to shine comes, and you shine. You're reaping what you sowed. You're putting in that work, you're getting the harvest now, right? But now when you're in that shine season, do not get comfortable in regards to, oh, I'm done, I made it, quote unquote, or anything of that regard. Why? Because you're just reaping what you had already put in from prior. That's going to end. And that hill, aka that season, is going to change, because seasons change. So therefore, with that simplicity of seasons changing, yes, enjoy the season that you're in. Yes, enjoy the mountaintop. Yes, enjoy the highs. Yes, enjoy those things. Enjoy every second and minute of it. But don't go so far in that enjoyment where you get lopsided and unbalanced, to where when the descent comes, and or maybe just you being on the hill, the time you were supposed to be on it was for a certain duration, and you cut it short because you overly binged, you overly celebrated, you overly enjoyed. Do you see what I'm saying? With all of that being said, be responsible in tasting your reward and your reaping and your harvest, and use it wisely. And then also understand, hey, that descent's gonna come, And there's a great movie called A Count of Monte Cristo. That's a great movie. The guy, long story short, he's doing well in life. He's actually already on top of a mountain where he's at in the point of the movie where it starts in his life. He's on the mountaintop. Everything's going good. He just got a promotion. He's a best friend. He has a fiance, and he was waiting to pull the trigger on the wedding day type thing based upon finances, and that just got lined up. So everything's ready. He's locked and loaded. He's like, my quote unquote desires are about to all be fulfilled. And then boom, he gets blasted. And one of the sayings that he learns while he's down low is like, one day you're basking in the sun, and the next day you're cast off the cliff onto the rocks. And anybody that's lived life knows that's what happens. The storms come. Back to the scriptures. The storms come. And the only question is here is, have you been building your house on the sand or the rock, on the foundation? And time will tell. The word, the talking, all that's going to be irrelevant when the storm comes. Everybody will know. Everybody will find out. Everything done in the darkness will be revealed. And that's on Judgment Day, but also here on this earth. Every day when the test comes, we're going to find out where everybody stands. He says, what's faith without being tested? And it's not about you knowing someone else's heart posture. I don't mean it in that regard. But at the same time, that does happen at times. You're seeing the people get exposed that had claimed this or that. And this isn't to try to put people on blast. It's not to try to be like, hey, look at this guy or look at this girl was a hypocrite or this or that. It's not that at all. It's just more so be vigilant and sober-minded for your own self and reflection. Like, I don't want to be the one talking about it and then forfeiting, and then the storm comes and I'm the one blasted and I get exposed for all the hypocrisy or the double-mindedness or any of that. It's just, and be humiliated in not a good way. It's just shame being blasted on you because you were never about it in the first place. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is be ready for those of you who have been sowing in tears, who have been following the Lord, because he talks about when you sow in tears, you reap with shouts of joy. And then he furthermore goes on, those who have shouts of joy, that will be counted as righteousness. He's going to count that as righteousness. Abraham sacrificing his son, having the faith to do it and willing to do it and raised up his hand to do it. He counted that faith as what? Righteousness. In the Messiah, the Most High, he pays well for righteousness. That's a high commodity, one of the highest. If there is anything higher, it's like that righteousness, that holiness, like two in the same, hand in hand. He desires that in you. And for you to have these things, one of the key things in order to do that, that's going to be all tied in with it, is being a living sacrifice. See, Everyone wants to do all these sacrifices and offerings and vows and this and that. He wants you to be a living sacrifice. That's why, you know, like how he hates idols and these possessions, these physical items and graven images and stuff like that. He hand carved you himself, created you, knitted you in your mother's womb. You are the object, the apple of his eye. It's not like it's only humanity alone. So it's not like I'm trying to say humanity is greater than any other thing the Messiah had created. Not at all. Hello. And in that simplicity of him carving you, creating you, knitting you in your mother's womb, knowing you before you were created, knowing the number of hairs on your head, thinking about you more than the grains of sand on the earth, he wants you to be all that is pleasing and exciting to him, you yourself, not anything else, but you, the vessel that he created. He wants that to be the living sacrifice, the heart posture, the grievous sadness and broken, contrite heart, low in spirit about what? About humanity, about the things that have happened throughout humanity, the things that happen every day, the things that make his heart break, just like in Genesis when he was grieved that he had made man. You got to understand, a lot of these things are us slowly getting to know the Father's heart and knowing where he was at and what he's gone through and what he has seen, and he's slowly revealing it to us through us learning who he is and seeing who he is and walking with him, because he says to the pure, all things are pure, right? And he says the pure in heart will see God. So with that double whammy verse, you combine both of those together, the pure in heart will see God, right? And if you're seeing God, then what are you going to be seeing? Pureness. And if you're seeing him, he's all things, then all you're going to see is purity. And there's just so much to see. That's why we'll have all of eternity to see. With it all being said, understand that even the lows are going to be beautiful, brothers and sisters. You can like legitimately, that's why he says rejoice in your suffering. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy to even ask for suffering. I know it sounds crazy to even ask for to cry and to be brokenhearted, low in spirit. All those sound crazy. But you're just asking to be like him. You're asking to be just like him. You're asking to be brought low like he was. Isn't that the whole point? Isn't that why you claim to be a follower or desire to be a follower? You want to be like him. Think about it. We do it here carnally on this earth. The whole saying, make me like Mike, you know, with the Jordan shoes and Jordans and everything, or all these different things. Everybody trying to imitate the newest celebrity, this and that. You're trying to be like them. And then not even having to put it in a corrupt way. Let's put it in a pure way. A child. Oh, my dad, he was a dentist. I want to be a dentist. He was a carpenter. I want to be a carpenter. My mom, she does hair. I want to do hair. It's the same thing. How much more for us to imitate the Most High? We're already imitating him anyway. We're creating his image. He tells us this. So, all I'm saying, be on your grind. Don't forfeit the blessings, brothers and sisters. When he gives it to you this time, renew your mind daily, every day. Renew your mind daily. Be focused. Be prayed up. Be willing. That's the big thing. When he does put whatever it is in your hand, when you walk in that season, when he does give it to you, keep your heart in a posture, in a ready posture to give it back. Abraham and Isaac, keep that on your mind throughout the season. Be ready to give it back. Don't let it override him. He's a jealous God. He's a jealous king. He's a jealous father. He's a jealous husband. We're the bride. Understand that. He comes first. Seek first the kingdom. He tells us these things. Anyhow, I love y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed one and take care.